Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Here is Dan Anderson in Oxford, and I'm looking forward to this Global Associate Meeting webinar. Now, I've just come back from Dubai, so there'll be a lot of talk about some of the things that we did a reveal on in Dubai. And we're going to share you some things that you haven't seen before. But this is one of the all-time Global Associate Meetings with the best positive news ever. The agenda is as normal. We got some leocoin updates. We got some stuff in the news, event updates, value pack promotions, the upgrade Leo Smart 3.0, and a few other things that we're layering in and over and beyond those agenda points there. So basically, one of the things that I want to start with is to talk about this 1,000 days of leocoin. The leocoin blockchain is actually now 1,000 days old, and so that is kind of an interesting little milestone for us, because that's sort of just shy of or just over what is it? It's just shy of 3 years. So for 1,000 days, our blockchain has been in the public domain, our source code has been in the public domain, and our exchange has been there not for a full 1,000 days, but for the majority of that period of time that people have been able to buy and sell leocoin. And what I noticed as I came back here, as I was just trolling through some social media and stuff, is that some of the big scams and some of the big so-called cryptocurrency scam coins are kind of under pressure, and distributors are leaving and leaders are leaving. And as we go forward, we can become more and more credible, we become more and more acknowledged, we become more and more recognized by both authorities and by the digital currency community. And it's kind of just a good place to be, because we're building our momentum slowly, and we're sort of moving our business forward and doing the necessary spade work to build a correct economy and a correct blockchain and a correct digital currency for our community. And it's kind of, I'm very, very proud with how far we've come in such a short period of time. And of course, this is reflected in what we're seeing on our Leo exchange. We're sort of seeing record levels of sales. We're having a sort of a real sense of moving forward here now. The price and what have you is the least important thing for me. What's really important for me is to see the increased volume. And I particularly like how the blue graphs of volume is taking shape here now, because in the last period of time, sort of since the end of January, we've had the highest levels of sales ever. And as we go forward and extrapolate that, and if we sort of drew a trend line against those numbers, you would see a very, very healthy growth indeed. Now, the other thing that is reflected is in the external exchanges that are using leocoin as one of their currencies. So these are people that are absolutely independent from Leo, people who have nothing to do with us, are marketing our coin on our community's behalf, if you like. And again, there's the same sort of narrative there, that we had a period of consolidation, maybe even a slight downtrend, and then it's been caught and it's now moving upward. Especially DABTC.com in China is showing some very significant trading volumes and what have you. And all of that is good. All of that should reassure all of your people that we are doing correct things, where I can rattle off the number of scams that have come and gone. And there's been many that tried to kind of pretend that they were doing what leocoin was doing and was about, and they never even got a blockchain launched. Some of these scams have done phenomenal damage to people's lifetime savings, etc. And I'm very, very proud of what we've managed to achieve here, because people are getting value and people are participating in something that's real in a world that's full of fake news and exaggeration and hyperbole. So leocoin is kind of, in that sense, something that we should all be very, very proud of, that we can promote, if you like, with absolute confidence. Now, our members, of course, are seeing the inside story, and are probably sort of more aware than any other community out there what's going on. And so in terms of our internal platform for the last 180 days, you can see this thing that since the end of January, we've just been on an upwards rampage, really. So the number is just over 80p, which is, again, quite a cool number, because that's sort of approaching an American dollar. And there's a little bit of tailing off at the end, and it goes up and down, and supply and demand rules. But what I think this is indicative of is sort of a little bit of a bow being pulled. I quite like this metaphor that someone shared with me. It's like we're sort of a bow and arrow, and we're pulling back on the string. We've got the tension on the two arms of the bow, and we're just about to release the arrow, and that's what it feels like for me. And I'm not saying that just because I want it to be true, because I'm going to back it up in a minute with some of the things that we're doing in both terms of building the community with Smart 3, as well as the new upgrade on the leocoin blockchain and the leocoin basic architecture. So we are in a good place, and our members are seeing what's happening. So the time of cheap leocoins, I think, is way past us. The other thing that's happening is, of course, that our members are aware of the PR and the positive PR that is driving out there. So this website here, familyfriendworking.co.uk, is a website that aggregates ideas for working husbands and wives, if you like, and family people that want to have a business. And they did a big thing on social media and put up tips on how to convey a professional image and how to pick your platform and blah, 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 blah. And the Leo social media policy is kind of how we try to sort of share what is best practice and what is good practice. But we were actually quoted in the article as a company that is leading the way in social media because of what we do and the engagement that we have in our community, and how we are using Facebook and how we are using WeChat and how we are using Twitter to drive our business forward. And so again, just nice to get that endorsement. And this again feeds into the confidence that our members feel about our proposition. The other thing that's happening is a lot of independent events and travel happening. This is our lovely Magnus Larsson, who's one of our marketing directors, who comes from a beautiful country called Sweden. And he's doing a Leo Smart tour on the 13th, 14th, and 15th of March in Slovenia and Croatia. And so he's doing 3 events there, and he will be sort of obviously training people on what is Leo Smart about and what have you. And it's kind of something that we didn't create. This is something that Magnus has created on his own accord, so all power to him and well done you. We have stuff happening in Asia where we're doing a live seminar tour across 3 sites, 3 cities in China and in Manila, and 2 cities, Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi in Vietnam. So this is part of our product redemption, and this is part of our product sets where people purchase a live seminar ticket and go and get trained by Andy Hansen, who is one of the most powerful motivational speakers out there. And just very, very proud to be doing seminar work together with him as a consultant, coming in and training our people. So all power to you, Andy. And we're having events there that will have 300, 400, 500 people. And this is just, again, something that when we sort of have the East meets West and West meets East, that's part of our multicultural positioning, and to be able to take in a top-class Western trainer into mainland China to do seminars is just very, very cool. At the same time, we have people like Muhammad Salim, who's organizing events in Pakistan, and again, all about becoming an entrepreneur, all about the skills that you need to be an entrepreneur, how you develop the skills, how you develop the mindset. And again, this is something that feeds into this entrepreneurship space that we occupy so proudly. In Malaysia, I don't know very much about the group in Malaysia, but I think it actually comes down from some Philippines, and Jonathan is driving in there. And again, they're sort of starting and moving their business forward, which is very cool in anticipation of our KL event that we're doing at the end of April. So the other thing that I have is some pictures here. The Chinese there, as you all know, says Leo Dubai Executive Trip. And this is from last week then. So we had some 75 executives from some 10 or 11 different countries all around the world. A large group from Pakistan, a large group from China, and then people from Vietnam and from Sweden and from Trinidad and from, well, all over the place. And apologies for anyone that I missed. But we had leadership trainings, and this is all about sharing the Dubai larger-than-life experience, because that is really what Dubai is. We do training, we do lifestyle events, we take them around, and we give them the experience that it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. People came there for the first time, and they said, I had no idea, and they literally left and went back home. And pretty much didn't need an airplane to get back home because they were so excited that we were flying any which way. So many, many thanks to our team, both in corporate and in the leadership groups out there that sort of promoted and drove this and made it happen. We had desert safaris, we had boat trips, we had helicopter tours, we had endless photo opportunities. And as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of excited executives who are now committed to drive as many people in their teams to executives so that they can come in October and experience this for themselves, as well as themselves getting to the director positions, which is the next journey that they have to look forward to. Part of this was a never-ending series of leadership meetings. So just as two examples of that, there's me here, meeting up with Veronique, and our leader from the Moroccan market, as well as in the bottom picture, Liaquat Magre, who is the undisputed leader of the Dubai region, really. And so we sort of went through and sort of did everything we can to be available, because this executive trip is all about us getting to know our leaders and our leaders getting to know us, if you like. So for the week, the corporate staff are sort of running on fumes and not getting very much sleep. And it is kind of remarkable how much good energy there is and how much this makes the business real. If you consider that some of our executives are people that maybe never in their life have traveled outside of their home country, and to take people to Dubai to show them this larger-than-life place that is just built around a vision of what Dubai can be, and then mobilizing a nation's resources to fulfill this vision. The picture on the left is this beautiful building that in 2012 was the inspiration for Leo Tower. We did a dinner meeting on a boat there, and we were driving past this building right at the foot of it on the water of Dubai Marina. And it was called, back in the day, it was called the Infinity Building, and it was just being completed when we were there in 2012. And I remember in jest, and I wrote about this on Facebook, I remember in just pointing up to a lit window on the 42nd floor or wherever it was, and I said to Melek from Turkey, I said, one day that will be your apartment. And that's kind of the genesis, the seed, the inspiration that turned into Leo Tower. And so Dubai for us is very much part of the Leo DNA, and we love having a global business that spans the world, but especially Dubai is very, very much central to our business proposition and our business structure, if you like. Then we went this time as well on a boat trip and a helicopter trip, and I particularly like this photo, and again I put this up on my Facebook, and to not want to make any kind of religious overtones to this, but it was kind of a cool moment, because I'm standing there talking and I suddenly realized that, hold on, I'm actually a Protestant in terms of how I was raised, and of course Liaquat is a Muslim, and me here is an atheist, and then we have Veronique there, who is a Catholic. And I suddenly realized that here we are standing representing four religions, although, well, atheist isn't kind of, four belief systems, and we are all right in the sense that we can talk and we can share and we can enjoy our common humanity. And I thought this is why diversity is empowering, because we can all learn from each other, we can all be respectful of each other, and we can all share together, and we can kind of share our common humanity and our dreams and our aspirations, regardless of skin color, regardless of religion, regardless of all these things. We have a common humanity and some common aspirations, and we want to be successful, and we want our families to be proud of us, and we have this sort of common humanity that I think is important to recognize, because we don't want to build walls between people, we want to build bridges between people. We want to take people from diverse ethnic backgrounds and share together and build organizations together and train together and grow together. And this, in 2017, is something that I am fiercely, fiercely, fiercely proud of, that we can build a business together no matter where we come from. So, talking about Kuala Lumpur, the agenda is now released for you here as a little bit of a sneak preview. So we have the Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, all sorts of meetings, all sorts of galas, all sorts of events and trainings and recognitions, and we have some spectacular things that we're going to be doing. And so this is all kicking off at the end of April. So make sure that your registration information is completed. I know that still we're salespeople and we're still networkers and we don't like administration and we don't like bureaucracy, but you will help us a lot by doing your registration, and it will guarantee that you have a very, very strong positive experience. Now, we have a training session that we're doing over there as well, and so this is something that we're organizing as a first, where this is a little bit like an opportunity meeting where you can invite prospects and local people. I want to be doing something there spectacular in the sense of putting together some sort of Discover Leo thing, so get these dates into your diaries and start to promote amongst your contacts so that we can start to build for this. Now, the nick of time price is £1,000 until the 26th of April, and then that will be it. So all of this is available in your back office and on your back office area where you can purchase tickets. So you need to come because this is going to be big. Every time we do one of these events, one of our customs is to say thank you to the people who arrive there. And in this instance, I wanted to say to the people, make sure you do good sales just in the week running into the event, and you'll be very happy you did, because I will give you the CEO gift that will be something that will be related to your performance in the week into the event, and you'll be very, very pleased to get some sort of special gift from the Kuala Lumpur attendance that you're doing. So the exclusive member bonus is effective from the 8th of February. This is all 1,500 Leo coins, and takes advantage of the proof of stake, goes into your escrow account, and the price remains on 1,500. But this will not last forever. If you overlay the awareness of this exclusive member bonus with the fact that the price of Leo coin is rising, both internally and externally, then suddenly you can work out rationally that we can't keep this open forever. We will try to keep it open for as long as we can, but there'll come a point when Leo coin goes up to £1, goes up to £1.50, goes up to £2, when we just can't do this sort of member bonus anymore. So grab the opportunity now and get your people engaged so that they can offer this exclusive member bonus to the people that purchase products from them as well. Now, I want to share a little bit more about stuff here that you've never seen before, because this was top secret last week and only shared with the executive group in Dubai. And they were very excited indeed. So this is kind of what we wanted to share with all of you on a global platform. I noticed that we actually have record numbers of people here on the call today, so that's kind of quite cool as well, because I want to share with you the first screenshots of the leocoin wallet that's part of the upgrade of leocoin that we're launching in Kuala Lumpur. And so this is the desktop or the laptop wallet, so this is where you have the full functionality of your Leo business, if you like, and of your leocoin participation, and it is really quite cool. This is the basic place that you arrive when you come into your wallet, and it kind of just looks like a standard boring old wallet. I'm quite keen on this golden and white and black thing that's going on here, so I think it's quite cool branding, and we're sort of tweaking and adjusting as we go forward. But I wanted to draw your attention on this screen to three particular items. One at the top there, you'll see that it says Tor. Now this is the Tor network. This is where we can do open source file sharing, if you like, and this is something that is really taking the world by storm and has transformed multiple industries. We, as a very, very first cryptocurrency, we want to be putting some aspects of the leocoin wallet on the Tor network, and you can turn this on or you can turn this off. So this is something that I'm just teasing in here now, and we'll give you the full details of how this will work. But it is quite cool, and again, it's a first. The second area there is the chat function. So you'll have these tabs on the left-hand side where you can navigate through within your wallet and sort of see that you have options available to you that is not available in any other cryptocurrency wallet in the world today. We are breaking into new ground here with the leocoin platform. So not only do we have a blockchain, not only do we have a genuine digital currency, we have now a workman-like, decent cryptocurrency, even as we speak. When we get to April and May, we will have cutting-edge new stuff that will actually be leading, and some of the pundits and some of the experts in the digital currency space will be raising their eyebrow and says, where did this overnight success come from? And we'll tell them that it came from 1,000 days of hard work and 1,000 days of development and 1,000 days of commitment to generating something for our community that is really, really cool. Now, if you look at the bottom left there and you see that red circle around buy/sell leocoin, one of our aspirations that we want to have in the upgrade is that straight from within your wallet, you should be able to buy and sell leocoin. We're still working out the full options for this, but what we see is that you should be able to buy and sell leocoin peer-to-peer, as well as maybe use the Leo exchange for part of your transactions. So by a simple click there, you can actually sell leocoins or you can buy leocoin. Now, if you're looking at the sending area here, this is kind of pretty much standard stuff within a digital currency wallet, where you can pay to this address and you can enter a label for it and you can put in some notes to send with your payment, a maximum of 24 characters, which again is quite cool because this is not something that you see in Bitcoin or any of the other digital currencies. But you also have this particular little area called public or private, because this is where you can choose to do public transmissions that go straight onto the blockchain undiluted, or you can do this privately, where you, as what we believe in Leo, is you have a right to privacy. You have a right to not become a product in someone's marketing campaign. You have a right to have your personal information be sacrosanct and only available to you. And you should not be part of the marketing budget of huge conglomerates and people. And there's kind of, this is something that we believe in, that you have a right to privacy, basically. So very, very pleased to be able to have that in such an easy way that the aunts and uncles, the ordinary people, will be able to use without any tech training, without any IT qualifications. You download your wallet and experiment a little bit, read the frequently asked questions, and away you go. Now, the other thing that is really, really cool, of course, is the first representation of what the leocoin chat will look like. So this is a little bit like Twitter, where you have a limited amount of characters that you can send. But this will then be, once you're engaged with someone else who's got their leocoin wallet open, you have totally private transactions that are protected by the blockchain encryptions, so that this is something that is between you and the person that you're speaking to. It's not between you and Google. It's not between you and Hotmail. It's not between you and Facebook. It's between you and your friend that you're communicating with. So this cannot. And of course, all of this stuff is private, because we don't want you to be hacked if you have a bank account with one of the big mainstream banks. All of this will be encrypted, all of this will be password protected, all of this will be 2FA protected, so that within your wallet you will have this safe little haven which is yours and between you and the people that you want it to be between. And this is something that I can really get behind, because I think that one of the zeitgeists that we have, one of the spirits of the time, is that people are pushing back against authority. People are pushing back. There's kind of like an anti-establishment thing going on, because people like Apple come in and they're the freedom fighters, and then they turn into the incumbent, and then they turn into the big brother that they were positioning against. Google is now larger than God. We have things like Facebook that come in here to help people rate college chicks' attractiveness, and suddenly turns into the biggest control and personal advertising space that ever existed. We want to create a little place in the internet, in the world, where you can transact privately with people and you can chat privately with people because it's no one else's business. So that is just very, very cool, and I just wanted to share those first screenshots with you, because we come from a consumer perspective. We are not first and foremost, certainly not me, we are not first and foremost techies. What we are first and foremost is people that can create simple, duplicatable systems that ordinary people can access and participate with. And that's always what we do best. We are, if you look at direct selling, we are a sales organization, and we are a recruitment organization, and we are a training organization. So that's why we will win in the community building stakes, which is where the large Bitcoins of the world have failed. One of the steps towards that is the LeoSmart 3.0 application. And here is the latest project update. So I shared this on the Chinese call just before this one. And as you know, for the last sort of, I don't know, 2 months since I kind of took over the leadership of this project, we've been putting up this development, internal testing, member testing, this little roadmap and checklist in front of you. And week by week, we've slowly been able to tick off things there. And so now the development, of course, is done. We've done the internal testing. We've also done the member testing. And interestingly, none of our members were able to break the application or make it crash, to the best of my knowledge. But what they came back with was some very, very sound feedback on things that we should do to make it a little bit more sexy and a little bit more appealing and a little bit more user-friendly. And so this will go into the following versions of this application. Now, the big news of the hour, which I don't know how, but leocoin got hold of before anyone else did. It's just insane. But we were actually informed by him that the App Store, the Apple app platform, have approved our app. They've approved LeoSmart 3.0 with no caveats and with no reservations. So basically, the approval is in place. All they are now waiting for us is to say, when do you want to launch it, Mr. Leo? And we are now just polishing the last little crumbs on the Android. So we created the APK, and we are basically today ready with the Android platform. And that means that the iPhone Smart 3 is ready, the Android is ready, so we're just about to launch it. Now, why is that a cool thing? Well, that's a cool thing because on Thursday, in 3 days' time, is the 16th of March, which is my birthday. So by the time we get to my birthday, we'll be celebrating this little gift from me to me of launching the LeoSmart 3.0. So it's looking very, very cool. It's looking very, very good. The feedback that we're getting from our leaders who've tested this in 5 different languages has been very, very encouraging. Now, I have in my life launched a few things in time, and we've launched a few IT projects over time in 5 or 6 different companies that I've been associated with. And what I do know is that every time you launch something, there's always a few teething issues, and there's always a few issues, but we have the IT team ready. We've tested this more than we've tested any other launch before, so we're quite confident that it's robust. I think that what is going to happen when this actually goes live is that people will stress test it, and so in a sense, the next few weeks is part of the final testing period because there's things that we can't model in a test environment. There's things that we can't model by asking a member or two to test it. There's things that we stress tested, and that can only be stress tested by launching it into the community that's hungry for it. Now, are people hungry for it? Well, I keep seeing these Facebook posts and WeChat posts where people are saying, I've got 500 people lined up ready to go, and I've got 400 people ready to go, and I've got 1,000 people. I'm going to do 1 million people myself. I think that this really has a chance to fly. Now, having said all of that, what I want you to understand is that this is still business as usual. I was sharing with the executives in Dubai that if you think that you'll be able to send out 1,000 texts and you'll get 1,000 people to sign up and you get 1,000 leocoins from that, and then they'll go out and do 1,000 each, and in 2 generations I'll have 1 million people in my team, that will not happen. The other buyer beware statement I want to make here, and at least the next week or the week after, you'll be able to say that, well, Dan did actually tell me. This is still business as normal. If you sponsor someone on the app will help, but it won't do the work. If we thought that this was all about recruitment, then why would we need a distributor field? Because we can advertise this ourselves and we can create a media campaign. No. What we need you to do is to connect with the people that you're sending this to. And what we want you to do is support them and educate them and point them in the direction of their resources and point them in the direction of their platform and educate them on how Leo works as a business, how leocoin fits into that, and why they should be excited about this. If you remember when you were first exposed to digital currencies, the same as me, I'm sure that you were totally confused and had to spend a fair amount of time downloading things and trying to read things and trying to Google different stuff just to understand the space. Your friends, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, they will have exactly the same thing. In fact, the first time you send them an SMS, they'll probably call you back or send you an email saying, I think that your phone has been hacked and that you've got a virus on it. So we're doing everything we can to reassure people that this is nice and professional, but you still have to do the work. The other thing I want to say to you as well is something that is the people laughed about in Dubai, is sponsoring someone frontline is actually more permanent than marriage. In marriage, it's a sad fact that many marriages don't succeed because people divorce. When you've sponsored someone frontline, you can actually not divorce them. It's really quite hard work, and practically impossible. So the thing to be careful about is, if you sponsor, and I'll say this respectfully and with a glint in my eye and then tongue in my cheek, but if you sponsor an idiot, quote unquote, he'll be there forever. So just be careful. I don't think that this is about 1,000 people coming on board with you. I think this is about 10, and then 10, and then 10, and then 10. I don't think that the huge numbers and blanketing the market and becoming like a virus is how we reach the first million and second million and the 10th million. I think how we do that is through duplication, using MLM, using direct selling metrics and technologies, if you like, or skills and capabilities that we have. We know how to build an organization. Use the app to help you build an organization. Don't use the app to drown the world in SMSs. So that's all good. Now, the other thing that I want you to walk away from after this webinar here today is we're already working on Leo Smart 4.0. Leo Smart 3 is the first launch, and it's kind of like our soft launch, if you like. Leo Smart 4.0 is when the rubber really starts to hit the road. So this is something for you to look forward to. And the sort of things that we're looking at is to add in, of course, more languages. We have to sort of double the language that we do on there in the first iteration. We want to simplify things and make it a little bit more intuitive and a little bit more easy to use, that you can go directly to places and you can skip past different processes. We will put the full 2FA security process within the application. We will put Leo TV, download area, reports, bonus notifications, and the next level in your Leo journey in Leo Smart 4.0. And so this is being worked on even as we speak. So we're defining the languages now. If you have a language that you feel is really important, then I suppose time will tell, but by all means let us know. And we'll see how many languages we squeeze into the 4.0 version. We'll have the two-factor authentication built within the app, and that'll be very, very cool and user-friendly. We will have this download sections where people can get hold of the download materials designed for smartphones to help you develop your business. So this is quite cool. The Leo TV and the video platform will be there within the Smart 4.0 app. So again, the concept here is to have a business that bypasses the need for a laptop. The business should be run entirely on your smartphone. The product delivery should be entirely on your smartphone so that people can watch their training courses, they can watch their e-learning, they can participate with the programs directly on their phone. So this is the key thing. And of course what we will do as well is we'll start to bundle these wallets and these smart devices onto your device when you purchase it. When you purchase the L-Phone 5, for instance, it'll come with this already built into it. Now, being able to watch videos is one thing, but then reports. You should be able to look at your bonus reports, your online accounts, your earning accounts. All of this stuff should be within the application environment, so you don't have to go to a computer platform. So we've also started to work on some of the visuals around this, because obviously we will always be lifting it up and always making it better. And here's a concept that was presented to me, which I quite like, because we're trying to just raise the bar here a little bit and create a very sick. My son is 11 and everything is sick, which means that everything is really cool. But this is kind of a sick little cute interface here, where we can show you what we think LeoSmart 4.0 could look like, at least go in this direction. So you have your messaging going on in here, and you have your chat windows, and you have all of your stuff and your presentation. So this is all within the application. Your Leo journey, we can present that differently. We can either use the gamification interface, or we can show this as a bar that you're 25% of the way through. How are you in terms of level 1? Where's my team at? Have I invited my 10 people? Yes, I have. Have I done the follow-up? No, I haven't. So this becomes the coaching tool for people, but just presented in a nice, slick way. I quite like still the team legend and the team royal thing that this person here has got. 7 people on his team legend and 4 people on his team royal, and they're sort of highlighted with a picture and their title in the plan. So it's all coming together, but what is really cool is the idea that we can build leocoin directly into the LeoSmart 4.0, so that you can use your leocoin to purchase products with, and you can get your commissions there, you can do the ownership platform. All of that should be integrated so that you don't have to use your laptop anymore. You can do your entire business on your phone. So how powerful is that? That you show people the Leo business on your phone, you show them the Leo products on your phone, you demonstrate what this is all about, you explain to them that you can access all of these trainings right there and right now, and then you can carry on to sign people up, as simple as downloading the application and getting them started. So this is kind of the bigger picture, and what I'm terribly excited by, because this is the future. By the end of this year, there will be no need for anyone to have a laptop. They'll be able to do their entire Leo business on a smartphone. So, call to action and conclusion at the end here now. So the exclusive member bonus is in play today. I will not tell you when it's going to be pulled, but as the price of leocoin carries on going upwards, there will obviously come a point when we'll give you as much notice as we can, but it will only be 1 week. I think it's even unlikely that we can give you 2 weeks notice. So we'll give you 1 week's notice and saying by the end of this week, then it will no longer be available. Now, it is available now. I'm not telling you that it's going to be pulled instantly, but I'm telling you that there'll come a point in the next few weeks when this will change. So this is fantastic, because right at the moment we have ways for people to get involved with us straight away that benefits them. So very, very cool. They get hold of the products, they change their life, they become an entrepreneur, and they're now participating in the leocoin community as well. Kuala Lumpur Training Day tickets are still available. Come to Kuala Lumpur, the global the global meeting for the upgrade, because that's where you'll see the final big picture on leocoin for the next step in our journey. So get ready, build your contacts, move forward, and get your people moving and involved. So in 7 days' time, the 20th of March, I will look forward to doing this call with you again. We are right at that stage when we're going to our next level of growth. We really have a phenomenal opportunity whereby, by the grace of God, we've managed to survive all of our enemies, we've managed to solve all of our bad stuff, and whenever you build something, then you're going to be tested, and we've certainly been tested, and so far, whatever powers that be that are out there have smiled on us and taken us on this journey and helped us win the fights that we've had to fight. So very, very proud of where we are. I look forward to seeing you all at the top, and I'll speak to you again next week.